In youth group, we do a lot of fun stuff. We usually have dinner as a whole and like get to talk and catch up with our weeks. And then we usually play a game or two. And then we do some sort of lesson and then reflect on it in our small groups. So I've met most of them in Sunday school, but I've known most of them since then. We've had some people join later just in like middle school, but I've known most of them for a long time. So I think by 8th grade, things were starting to be stressful with me just at school and like with friends. It was kind of stressful. And then I just remember during finals week, I was really stressed about finals, and then I got super worked up about it. And then I had a panic attack and I couldn't remember anything after it. I think it's kind of scary, definitely the first couple times, because you're not really sure, is it a panic attack or am I just, overreacting? Or like, do I have anxiety, or is this just something I can deal with myself? Like, it's kind of just unsure, especially because I feel like there's a stigma around not talking about it, so you don't really know like who to ask except for a doctor. But then even going to a doctor, you'd have to tell your parents and all that, and so it's sort of just stressful. By that point, I was even nervous to go on mission trip, even though I liked going on mission trip, but I was anxious to go just because it was far away than I was used to, and I remember just sitting there being panicked about it. So then I ran off to the bathroom and my friend followed me, and I had to tell her about what was going on because I couldn't hide it anymore. And so then that led to me telling my mom so that way we could make doctor appointments and figure things out. It's been almost 2 years. I did go to a psychologist, and so then we were able to talk about things, and then I went to therapy for a while. When I did finally talk about it, I realized it's more a common thing than I thought it was. I feel like if it's been like a really long, hard week, I have Sunday where I can come in and go to church, or if I want, I can read scripture on my own. Or I can come to a small group, or if I wanted, I could come and talk to a pastor, or I could talk to my youth pastor if I wanted to. I could hang out with other youth group kids just to be able to, realize that there are people and the church is there for me. I think definitely maybe in school or like with my friends, I feel a sense of freedom because I'm not necessarily worried about them knowing I have anxiety and panic attacks now, just because it is so common amongst people I am friends with, but also because I know that they wouldn't necessarily judge me, and that there is a stigma in general in groups about talking about it, but with my own friends, I know that it's a free, safe place. I'd always known I liked mission trips, but I wasn't sure what to do with that information, just because I thought that's just something you do like once a summer or once a year. But then I think sophomore year I signed up to take biomedical science, and through that there's like a lot of opportunities and learning about different career paths where you could possibly serve people. Whether you go on mission trips and serve in the medical field, you can also serve people in hospitals or in clinics. So then I was thinking that that's something I would want to do just because I love health science and I love helping people, and I would be able to do both. That's what made me realize that this is what I was meant to do. My name is Mable and I go to Missouri United Methodist Church in Columbia.